Smith and Nelson in the morning on 94.9 KYSS FM.
Nelson, Montana's country leader, 94.9 KYSS FM. Your Tuesday. Roll on a couple hours of sleep this morning, Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir. I got back to my house at 2:45 in the morning last night.
So we'll just call it 3.
Yeah.
All right. We hit the air at 6. Okay, not much downtime between. Did you even make it to bed?
I did go to bed.
Just go right to the couch.
I went to bed, got a solid 2 hours of sleep, and then woke up again at 5 and showered and all that kind of stuff. The shower helped out. I think it'll power me through the morning at least. And yeah, that's kind of how it went down. But yeah, of course, the reason that I've been gone, or the reason that I got in so late last night, is because I was out in Spokane last night. I did the quick drive to Spokane, drive back thing last night because I was there on Sunday, or it was Saturday actually. I was there on Saturday to see Bare Naked Ladies, and I was driving back from Spokane. Got in at like 4 a.m. on Sunday, crashed, slept until noon, and then on Monday I had to go back to go see Tenacious D.
Sure, I mean,
live in
naturally.
concert. Yes, Tenacious D was playing on Northern Quest. When I found that out a few months ago, like I couldn't stop myself from buying a ticket. I thought about it for like a second. I was like, I already got a show in Spokane, and I'm already going to like 2 days earlier. I actually have one planned for later in the week already. But like I gotta go see Tenacious D. So that's exactly what I did. I bought a ticket. And, it was just me that went. My girlfriend was like, I'm not going on a work night to that. She doesn't even know who they are. And I was like, well, that's fine. I'll just go solo. So I went and drove to Spokane. I went to Northern Quest and hung out. I got there at like 5:30-ish, got some food, gambled a little bit, lost some money, and then went to go see the show.
Sounds like a win.
It was a win. I mean, it was a lot of fun. And, it was it was a great show. I mean, I've been a fan of Tenacious D since I was a kid. For those who don't remember, Tenacious D is the band that Jack Black has. They had a movie back in 2006. And yeah, they were just an incredible show live. The opener was great. And also I got a free t-shirt at the merch table.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, which was great. I was on the merch line for like a half hour. When I got near the front, some guy paid me to buy his shirt for him.
Didn't want to wait in line. Saw you up near the front and basically said, I'll slip you a few bucks.
Yes, basically. So I was able to buy my own t-shirt as a result of that. So that was pretty good. That was a big win also. Show was great. And then it ended at like 10:15 Spokane time. So 11:15 here. And so that was earlier than I expected it to end. So I actually got in earlier than I thought I would. I was expecting to get in like 4 a.m. again.
But so you went to the show on Saturday night.
Yep.
Saw the concert.
Yes.
Left after. Got home early Sunday morning.
Yep.
You went to the show last night. Left after. Got home early this morning. So basically, it's just one, you don't want to burn the days off.
Right.
And 2, you don't want to pay for a hotel.
Exactly.
You're just like, I'll just put myself through the pain.
100%.
Going over, going back.
Yes.
Driving through the pass, dark. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Then you're doing it all again on Friday.
And I'm doing it all again on Friday for one more time.
More power to you.
Yeah, that one's going to be for Weird Al, which will also be a lot of fun. But yeah, no, it's a lot of work. But sometimes you got to work to have some fun.
So that'll get you another tank fill up or two.
Pretty much,
week, right?
Yeah. That's kind of the rough thing about it too, is that I kind of chose the worst possible time to drive to Spokane 3 times in 1 week.
Back when you booked all the tickets and the shows and the plans, though.
Sure,
it wasn't quite so bad.
Gas must have been like a little, like almost $3 a gallon at that point. Maybe I don't think it was too bad at that point. Yeah.
Have you seen the talking about the gas tax holiday that they're thinking about?
A little bit. Yeah. I mean, it seems like I'm not exactly sure what that is. I think we kind of thought like, is this like a 1-day thing, or is this like permanent or whatever it's going to be?
Not permanent, but I think it's more than 1 day. I think it's a kind of an extended thing until you reach the point where you reverse it.
Okay.
But I guess they're saying by July, 4th of July, it's supposed to kind of have a decision, and basically it's kind of president's got to go through some hoops. But basically, drop the gas tax, which I guess is like 18 cents a gallon right now.
Yeah.
And then to try to provide some relief for everyone. But is it even worth it at that point? I mean, we're paying $5 a gallon.
Sure.
So you fill up so you put 20 gallons in your tank, right? You're saving $3.60.
I mean, that's a good point. Yeah.
At that point, you're talking about an $80 tab in your tank, right?
Yeah.
$100 if you're putting
sure.
20 gallons in, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
$100 fill your gas tank. Is it worth it for $3?
$3? I don't know. I mean, it's a start, I guess. It's theoretically like, maybe it's a start to getting it lower. We'll see what happens.
Well, I'm saying that good for good for everybody putting gas in their tank, saving a few bucks. But then I guess you lose out on the money that goes for like roads and infrastructure.
Right.
And,
the reason we have that tax in the first place.
Right, exactly, where the money goes. So it's like you win in the short term, but then you lose in the long term with certain things.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like just such a small thing.
It's a weird one, yeah.
Like they want a pat on the back. Like, we did it. You saved $3 on your $100 bill.
Instead of $5 a gallon, it's now $4.82.
Big win there. Although if you're going to Spokane 3 times in the matter of 5 days,
I could save like $9.
maybe you're like every penny helps, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, try to stay awake for the day on your 2 hours of sleep?
Operating on 2 hours of sleep. I did take a nap when I got home from work yesterday, so it kind of balances out a little bit.
I feel there's another nap in the future.
There's 100% going to be a nap in the future.
Counting down the bit.
Yeah.
Just got in for the day, already counting down the minutes.
Yep.
When am I done?
Smith and Nelson, 94.9 KISS FM. What they tweet, what they do, it's what's making news in the world of country music. This is the Music City 60 on 94.9 KISS FM.
Yes, it is your Music City 60, and Luke Combs is promoting his new album, Growing Up. That's coming out on Friday. And an interview with Billboard, they asked him to come up with his Mount Rushmore of musical artists, dead or alive, and they told him they could be any genre. So his picks: Vince Gill, Eric Church, Elton John, and Billy Joel.
Good mix in there.
That is a good mix in there. I like that.
It's tough to do, too. Just name your 4 favorites.
Yeah, like kind of off the cuff, different genres. A couple of piano guys in there, too, with Elton John and Billy Joel, yeah.
Interesting. Good list, though.
Yeah.
The Chicks, formerly known as the Dixie Chicks.
Of course.
The Chicks had to cut short one of their shows in Indianapolis. On stage for about 30 minutes, then lead singer Natalie Maines allegedly struggling with her voice. And she's been put on vocal rest now, and the Chicks have had to postpone 3 of their shows. They already announced new dates for the shows. The original tickets are going to be honored. But the video making the rounds. She's trying to sing. She's trying to give it all she can.
Trying to power through.
Voice just isn't cooperating. She told the crowd, quote, "Waiting for this shot to kick in. Not alcohol, shot of steroids." Had to specify, otherwise everybody would probably think she's drinking.
Right.
So I guess, it sounds like I already had some issues going into it.
Yeah.
Tried to power through and then just couldn't do it. And then it says she's on strict vocal rest. But they have a show coming up on like Friday that hasn't been canceled.
Right.
That seems like a short turnaround.
That does seem like that. Yeah. That's so. Imagine being at a show where you're there for like a half hour and the band comes out and then they just shut it down.
The hassle, the parking. You've already paid for food,
yeah,
and beverages, and 30 minutes in. Sorry.
That's gotta be rough. Chrissy Metz from This Is Us, plugging away at a country singing career. Recently announced a mini tour that will kick off August 9th in Washington, D.C., and then wrap up September 1st in Nashville. Of course, she may have more time in her hands now that This Is Us is officially over. All the shows are at city winery locations, and ChrissyMetzMusic.mom is the place to go.
.mom.
.mom.
He's kind of a weird one.
A little bit.
Kane Brown doing an interview talking about how a cowboy hat makes him feel powerful. He said, "I didn't used to wear a cowboy hat on stage till my stylist brought me one to wear. There's something about the thing. Wearing it gives you a sense of power. I keep saying, no wonder John Party and Kenny Chesney feel powerful." He says, "Something about the cowboy hat, I feel like a bigger superstar." I can't get into Kane Brown wearing a cowboy hat.
No? Don't see it?
There's just people they don't wear the hat, and you're like, that looks weird,
Right.
Kenny Chesney's not wearing his hat on stage, or Tim McGraw or something.
They look incomplete without the hat.
And then there's others where you go, that doesn't look right. but I guess it's because Kane Brown, when you introduced to Kane Brown and you learn of him, and your image of him isn't wearing a cowboy hat.
That's true. But he wants to be a hat guy now.
He needs the power.
And now, you're in the know with Nashville. Smith and Nelson's Music City 60. 94.9 KISS FM. It's newsy and noteworthy, and it's now on 94.9 KISS FM.
Yes, it is. What's newsy and noteworthy for your morning? A woman in California threw a high school graduation party for her kid last Tuesday. Her ex-husband showed up for it, and then at some point during the party, she realized someone had hidden a GoPro camera in a weird spot inside the cat's litter box.
Oh, jeez.
The cat box was in a bathroom, so we assume it was pointed out, and they were kind of catch a person with their pants down, not the cat. So no one at the party would admit they put it there. The woman called the cops, who found 30 minutes of footage on it. Turned out her ex-husband had accidentally recorded himself on the GoPro camera setting it up. So they arrested him 2 days later.
You're bound to get the cat, too.
Yes. You're going to get some of that footage also.
All right. Study From Cromwell Hospital, it says sleeping naked might actually make you hotter instead of cooler. Right? You strip off your clothes, like, whoo, it's hot in here tonight.
Right.
I need to sleep, be a little cooler. It says it can be tempting to sleep with no clothes on to keep yourself cool, but it might worsen your sleep. When you sleep naked, sweat actually collects on your body and then just stays there. However hot you are, it says when you fall asleep, remember your body temperature is going to drop during the night, but if you're wearing light clothes, that's going to soak up any sweat when you're hot, and then it says cool you down. So
yeah.
No clothes, sweat stays, you're sweating, then you free. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Seems weird they put so much time and effort into it. But somebody wanted an answer, and by golly, Cromwell Hospital figured it out.
They got it, which is the important thing. This clip been going viral on Twitter recently. A guy in Australia fighting off an attacking crocodile with a cast iron skillet. You can see the video, and the crocodile's like coming at him, and he just like whacks it in the head, whacks it again in the head,
Jeez.
and then it does a 180, goes the other way.
Brave right there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Seems like we need a Crocodile Dundee reboot.
I think so.
Armed with nothing but a frying pan. Florida police recently arrested a man for riding his dirt bike onto an airport runway. 18-year-old waited for an automatic gate to open before he zoomed out onto the tarmac. Cops quickly arrested him. My favorite thing is they asked him, "What are you doing, man?" His response was, quote, "He wanted to take in the sun and the fresh air."
Who among us cannot relate?
Seems like there's a million better places than on the airport runway. He was charged with trespassing.
Yeah, that makes sense. The World Cup tournament gearing up this year in Qatar, and not going to be much of a party. Of course, Qatar, a Middle Eastern nation with some pretty strict rules. For starters, extramarital sex is banned. So fans that are there are not going to be able to do any hookups or anything. Extramarital sex is a crime in Qatar, punishable by up to 7 years in prison. Drinking and partying also prohibited. An insider says, there is a feeling this could be a very bad tournament indeed for fans.
Nobody thought about that when they were awarding who gets the World Cup.
I guess not, yeah.
All right, man in Louisiana is planning to sue police because he received a ticket for his dog not wearing a seatbelt. Apparently, a fellow driver called police and reported the man because he was swerving on the highway. So police tracked the guy, followed him to a Family Dollar store. They gave him a ticket for careless operation and no seatbelt for a dog. This guy says he didn't complain at the time. He didn't want to cause any waves and end up going to jail. Also didn't want, by some chance, his French bulldog to be sent to the pound. But after everything was said and done, he circled back and said, wait a minute. You're giving me a ticket for my dog not having a seatbelt?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no law that a dog has to wear a seatbelt, right? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I've never heard that before.
Either the cop just made it up,
right?
Thinking, I don't like this guy. He'll never know there's no law.
Yeah.
Or there is a law, and the guy just didn't know it.
I guess we'll have to look that up. That's crazy.
It'd be a weird law.
Yeah, it would be.
But there you go.
There are plenty of states with weird laws.
It's true. There you go. Ticket for your dog not wearing a seatbelt. That is what's newsy and noteworthy for the morning. It's
and available 24/7 with the KISS mobile app.
Turn it up.
Montana's country leader, 94.9 KISS FM.
94.9 KISS FM, your Kenny Chesney code word. First chance today to enter a code word, maybe win a flyaway to see Kenny Chesney in concert.
That's right.
That is coming up at about 8:20. Right now, we tell you that part of our morning with KISS brought to you by Taco Time.
That's right. Try the new Impossible Nacho Burrito. You won't believe how much Impossible meat tastes like seasoned ground beef, but it's 100% vegetarian. A delicious combination of Impossible meat and your favorite nacho ingredients, all wrapped in a home-style tortilla. It's Nacho Average Burrito. The Impossible Nacho Burrito only for a limited time at Taco Time on North Reserve.
That's great. I love that. I love the sponsors become more of our favorite part of the day. Can we make it through the sponsor read?
It's really like I start reading it and then I see the very end of the copy saying it's Nacho Average Burrito, and I start laughing.
That's good stuff. All right, something pretty cool coming up over at Ogren Park tomorrow.
Yes.
Which this goes back, started during 2020 with COVID and the craziness.
Yeah, this was Centerfield Cinema over at Ogren Park in 2020. They were showing movies at the ballpark every single week, which was a pretty big deal because there were no movies being shown at all in Missoula for a while.
No events, period.
No events at all. Nothing really happening. And Ogren Park really kind of picked up that ball and ran with it with a ton of different events. while the Paddleheads were not playing that year.
Yeah, would they do like a little beer fest or something?
Yeah, they did the Social Distance Beer Fest. They were doing Trivia Tuesdays. They were doing like Thirsty Thursday. They were doing like all these kind of things. A few of them have been kind of like adapted into like stuff they can do during the actual games, but a lot of them were stuff that once games started happening again, made it a little tough to actually go down.
Especially that first year of Centerfield Cinema, where it was everybody had kind of just been home, hunkered down for like 3 months. Not going out, not doing anything. Nothing was happening.
Yeah.
Everybody's masking up. And then it was just like, we can go do something somewhere.
I went to every Centerfield Cinema that year. It was a glorious experience. And then hundreds of people in that ballpark.
And there was no baseball being played.
Yeah, absolutely. So you just go on the field, do whatever you want kind of thing. Yeah.
Last year, they tried to combine the two. They had the baseball season. And they were kind of trying to squeeze movie showings in kind of around the schedule and stuff.
Yeah, so kind of be like, 1 or 2 movies a month kind of thing. And it was still pretty cool. I went to a few of those, but it was definitely like not as big of a thing as it was that first year, for sure.
It was kind of getting back to life.
Yeah,
if you want to say as normal.
Yes, normal events were starting to take place again and stuff. So it kind of got phased out this year. In 2022, they really aren't doing Centerfield Cinema anymore, which is kind of a bummer. It was such a big deal a couple years ago.
But there is one chance to go check out a movie at the ballpark.
Yes, there is. Tomorrow night, actually, they are showing The Incredibles on the scoreboard over at Ogren Park. Which that's going to be a lot of fun with the crowd for sure. That's going to be a really good one.
And it's a fundraiser for KYSS of Missoula. That's the cool part, is that all the proceeds from the ticket sales go to KYSS and help them with the organization and all the stuff they do.
Incredible.
Yeah, you could say. Tickets, not bad. Kids, you get in $5.
Nice.
And then only $9 for adults. And then kids 3 and under are free.
Hey, that's great.
So not too shabby.
Love that.
They're also going to have like a Chase the Villains Kids Dash going on. So once everybody gets there and everybody kind of gets set up and before the movie starts, kind of have a little bit of fun before. So looks like a fun night.
Definitely, yeah.
If you miss the Centerfield Cinema we had the last couple of years,
that kind of experience, yeah.
Or if you missed going to it, period,
right.
Here's your one chance to do it. They're saying this is like the only movie showing of the summer that they'll have.
Then you should go to it. The Incredibles tomorrow night over at Ogren Park.
All right. Cool fundraiser, all for a great cause, helping KYSS of Missoula. You can get details. We've got all the information with tickets and everything. Your KISS FM mobile app for more.
Montana's country leader, 94.9 KISS FM.
Craving 4.9 KISS FM. Smith and Nelson in the morning. Commercial free for your workday. We'll kick it off coming up at 9:30 this morning. Yeah, someone asked you a question. The new reply's gonna have to be, does a bear like ice cream?
It's clear that they do, actually. Yeah, and I saw this story a couple days ago, and I was thinking to myself,
did you see the original one?
I didn't see the first time it happened.
I saw the first occurrence a couple weeks ago.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I only saw it this time around, but I saw the story and I was like, man, this is a relatable bear. I get what this bear is going for, But basically, there was a break-in at Missoula's Frozen Treats, the ice cream truck here in Missoula. A bear actually broke in last week, and that's the thing. You mentioned this is actually the second time this has happened.
Yeah, I saw it a week, 2 weeks, whatever it was, 2-3 weeks ago.
Right.
And it was on, I think, social media, and it was being passed around where this lady posted like pictures like, bear got into my, so she runs like the ice cream truck. And she's like, bear got into my stash, into my supplies, dang you, bear. And then that's where it picks up with part two.
Definitely, yeah. So she was, basically that first one happened after that first bear break-in. The owner had a metal shed built around the ice cream inventory to kind of keep it safe, keep any more bear attacks from happening. It didn't work. The bear just plowed right through it, actually.
The picture's great.
Yes, you can see the photo online. Like, they just, ripped the door open and, you just got right into the freezer there and ate around $140 worth of ice cream, which, the owner seemed to kind of be taking it in stride. We kind of having some fun with it, putting it online, saying, bear, go bother someone else. I guess Missoula is popular with Missoulians and the local wildlife, that kind of thing. But, yeah, the bear was able to eat $140 worth of ice cream before it left, and then I assume went to take a long nap somewhere to sleep that off. But now, after dealing with 2 separate bear break-ins, the owner is planning to spend her own money on an electric fence so it doesn't happen again.
You have to put your ice cream inventory behind an electric fence.
Because bears keep breaking in. That's got to be some good ice cream. But I was wondering, like, maybe there's like a honey flavor ice cream that's drawing the bear in or something like that. Yeah, kind of crazy.
It needs like a new logo, new slogan or something.
Absolutely bear-free ice cream. Yeah.
The pictures are fantastic, though, of like where the bear destroyed just the doors of this shed that was built. This new shed, like built specifically to keep the bears.
Yeah, it's a brand new shed built just weeks ago, and it's destroyed now, which is unfortunate for the owner. And I hope that she's able to get her inventory safe from the bears. But just kind of crazy that they've been able to do this.
Should have put up a camera too.
Yes,
put the new shed just to watch a bear just plow through like I don't know exactly what the ice cream inventory was, but if you're talking like an ice cream sandwich you get from like the the ice cream
sure
I don't know, say it's $5
carefully unwrapping the ice cream sandwich with its claws. Yeah, absolutely.
just to watch the bear just go crazy.
Yes,
eating 40 ice cream bars.
Definitely
be awesome.
But yeah, we got this story over on the website and through the mobile app. It's kind of funny. You can see the pictures right there too. And hopefully the electric fence actually works. We don't want to be reporting about a third bear break-in in a few weeks from now. Yeah,
I love that the Missoulian is just banking on follow-up stories. Third bear break-in reported at the ice cream truck.
Get more of the story. Find it on your KISS FM mobile app. No newsworthy nugget of the day with Smith and Nelson on 94.9 KISS FM.
Brought to you by Farside Sign, Missoula's leading full-service sign and custom vehicle graphic shop. Farside Sign in the 2200 block, 7th Avenue West.
All right, every morning we try to find a little something that we deem to be, not information that not everybody knows.
Exactly, something that I think is kind of interesting, and this one's pretty cool, actually. Did you know the origin for the Green Bay Packers, how they got their name? They were named after the Indian Packing Company, which is a company that does not exist anymore. But the Indian Packing Company in the year 1919 gave the Packers $500 for uniforms and equipment in exchange for the team being named after them. Indian Packing Company was a meat packing company that was kind of local to the area. 1943, they shut down during World War II, never reopened. So pre-NFL.
I feel like the Packers won that.
Yeah, I think they did. Absolutely.
Because they didn't have to use the name Indian Packing Company.
That's true, yes.
Because then it could be any Packer.
Right, yeah, just packing whatever, yeah.
You go to any company, be, oh yeah, we named it after you. Can we get $500 from your packing company too?
Absolutely. Yeah, there you go. The Packers enduring for over 100 years. The company they were named after shutting down after about 30. Need to or not, now you know.